Dad, can I ask you a huge favor? I need about $1,000 to get help cover the rest of the wedding. His dad looked up, a little surprised. $1,000? How much is around 35,000? We've already drained our savings and took out a personal loan, but we're just a little short. You always said I could come to you if I ever really needed help. His dad went quiet for a moment. Then he calmly replied, "All right, bring your fiancé over. I want to talk to both of you." When they arrived, he welcomed them warmly, poured them some drinks, and asked them to sit down at the kitchen island. "You mentioned the wedding is going to cost $35,000. Do you mind if I ask why?" "It's our big day," his son answered. "We want a beautiful celebration with all our family and friends. It's really important to her. It's the wedding she's always dreamed of." The father looked at the young woman gently and asked, "Tell me honestly, are you dreaming of a beautiful wedding or a happy marriage?" She paused to think for a second. "A happy marriage," she answered quietly. The father nodded. "A wedding lasts for one day, but a marriage, if it's real, lasts a lifetime." He took a short pause and continued, "Is it really worth starting your new life together, drowning in debt just for a few hours of parting?" He leaned his hands on the counter, as if recalling something deeply personal. "I threw a massive wedding once, too. We had it all: the live band, the huge guest list, the laughter, the joy. Everyone had a blast. But the next morning, it was just your mother and me. And the bills. Nobody from that guest list showed up to help us pay them off. Nobody was there when things got incredibly tight. Because most people will happily show up for the party, but they won't stick around for the actual life that comes after." The son looked down at his hands. "Dad, if you can't help us out, you didn't have to give us a whole lecture about it." But suddenly, his fiancée spoke up. "No, wait. He's right. We can scale this way back. We can have a small, intimate ceremony and actually start our lives together without this massive financial weight hanging over us." The father smiled. He walked over to his desk, opened the drawer, and pulled out his checkbook. He wrote out a check and slid it across the counter. "Here is $10,000. They stared at him in total shock. "But this isn't for the wedding venue or the caterer. This is for your life. Put it toward a down payment on a house. Use it for your peace of mind. Use it to start your marriage out of the red." He looked at them both intently and added quietly, "A wise man doesn't build his marriage on a single day. He builds it every single day. True love doesn't need an audience. It's nurtured in the quiet moments between two people who wake up every day and choose to be together." They sat there in silence, but this time not out of doubt or frustration, out of complete understanding. The takeaway: the strength of a union isn't measured by the price tag of the wedding, but by the depth of the commitment to be together. It is infinitely better to start small, but secure, than to start with a beautiful show and a heavy financial burden on your hearts. Because real love isn't just one day. It is an entire life spent side by side.